A native of Afghanistan, Nasir Shansab's professional influences began in his youth. He was greatly inspired by his father, Amiruddin, an engineer renowned for his honesty and for emphasizing the importance of education. Learning German at boarding school at the age of 11, he eventually returned to Afghanistan before pursuing additional academic opportunities in the United Kingdom. Furthermore, Mr. Shansab was inspired by a European educator named Dr. Kurt Hahn, an educational administrator in Germany who was not only his mentor, but also the mentor of Prince Philip of the United Kingdom and the co-founder of Gordonston of England's top independent boarding schools. Mr. Shansab's father, who managed several companies and a regional hospital, shared his dissatisfaction with the Afghan government's corruption during this time and requested that he take over several of their companies. After 12 years of refining his skills in these executive positions, he left Afghanistan after communists took over the country, as he believed it was in his best interest to survive. After escaping to Pakistan, he flew to France with a handbag weighing less than 10 kilograms. Mr. Shansab subsequently worked for a private bank in Switzerland, handling various negotiations with other companies. Though he cannot pinpoint any single event as the crowning achievement of his career, Mr. Shansab does fondly recall his support for the United States in their secret war against the Soviet Union in Afghanistan, having written an open letter to Ronald Reagan calling for his help in Afghanistan's fight for freedom. He notes that many in the United States Department of State and academia had given up on Afghanistan by the end of 1980, believing that the Soviet Union would never leave the country and that America's intervention would solely draw media attention to their struggle. Personally inspired by President Ronald Reagan, whose strong personality helped force the U.S. political system to care about Russia's communist occupation of Afghanistan, Mr. Shansab immigrated to the United States in 1980 after speaking with resistance leaders and concluding there would be a civil war within the country following the Soviet Union's withdrawal. After graduating from Salem College, Mr. Shansab expanded his knowledge with a master's degree in English literature at Johns Hopkins University. In 1995, he established the American Central Asian Transnational Company, LLC, a company devoted to helping others in third world countries, for which he remains active as the owner and manager. Over the course of his career, he was additionally appointed as the past chairman for Democracy International in Washington, D.C. As a testament to his professional excellence, Mr. Shansab and his company have been featured in several esteemed publications, including Forbes magazine, The Wall Street Journal, and Millennium magazine. Mr. Shansab has described himself as a trouble manager throughout his career. His upbringing in Afghanistan informed his belief that the country would go down the drain and take his family with it despite their prominence. Knowing that his classmates in Europe would have stability in their life due to their financial standing, he has always had to manage problems his way, including leaving Afghanistan to go to France with a passport valid for only 16 more days. After extending his passport for another year, Mr. Shansab traveled worldwide while working with a private bank in Switzerland with no problems. Mr. Shansab has also found much success with his written works, having contributed as an author to more than 100 published articles in his areas of expertise. In 1986, he penned Soviet Expansion in the Third World, Afghanistan, a Case Study. In the following years, he authored Silent Trees, a novel of Afghanistan in 2012, and Silent Trees, Power and Passion in War-Torn Afghanistan in 2015. In the near future, Mr. Shansab plans to write another book while maintaining his involvement with projects that would produce jobs in third world countries. Mr. Shansab has attributed his success to his intense desire for survival. To the next generation of professionals in his industry, he hopes that people know that they are global citizens living in an incomprehensibly colossal universe, so everyone should try to be happy, kind, and tolerant of one another, regardless of their ethnicity, religion, or social status. He also aims to highlight the importance of nature, as everyone on Earth gets all of their resources from nature, and people continue to destroy the environment every day. In the coming years, Mr. Shansab hopes to cement his legacy as a simple, honest person who went above and beyond to serve others while supporting his family, including his 3 wonderful children and 4 incredible grandchildren.